All right, everybody. Welcome to the Gym of All Trades live stream. This is Sunday Night Charts. We've got Rational TA tonight, guys, on Sunday Night Charts. Going to look at Bitcoin market. Going to look at Ethereum, your favorite altcoins as well, ADA, among DOT and others. Guys, don't worry. We'll get to them. And don't worry, this isn't financial advice. I'm just an Elliott Wave trader showing you how I look at the market from an Elliott Wave perspective. Not here to share, how you should be spending your money. I'll explain how I'm spending mine though. So if that's beneficial to you, welcome to the Gym of All Trades Sunday Night Charts. Hope you're ready to rock tonight. Glad to see you guys. Let me get squared away on my phone here and find you guys on my phone. We'll get started here in just a moment. Just 1 minute. Let's see here. In the meantime, I'll say hello to everybody. I'm not going to be able to say hello to all of you individually, but good to see you guys. Glad you're here. Don't take any requests, guys. Don't waste your time in the requests, please, because I don't take any requests until I say request line is open. We're going to do some in-depth TA on Bitcoin and Ethereum, and if you can make it through that, those two, we'll look at the rest. I'll look at a handful of most commonly requested ones, and then after that, we'll go from there, guys. So with that said, let's jump in here. Let me find you guys here on my phone. Turn the sound down. Perfect. Hey, what's up? What's up, guys? All right. Well, if you guys are ready to rock, let's get started in the TA here, guys. Let's get started in the TA. Looks like we're impulsing back down to the downside here on the daily open here. It looks like it's going to be another, let's see, daily open. A lot of times the daily open starts, I don't know, it's fake move, so we may get some more upside. I don't know. We need a little bit more upside correction, but guys, downside could be inevitable here based on the small time frame. Hold on, I'm just looking at small time frame charts right now, guys. Give me 1 second here. I'm trying to decide what Ethereum and Bitcoin are doing because this is a potential long entry right now if this is a three-wave move to the downside. But if not, it may continue down, break the low, and who knows where it goes from there. It's maybe a three-wave move up. I'm trying to see if this is three-wave pullback, and we go up from here, or we are going down more from this area. So I got hidden bull on the 5-minute chart there. We're hitting the 1618 extension. I just don't like how fast this wave came down. Don't like how fast the wave came down there. It always scares you. Looking kind of impulsive here, guys. Looking pretty impulsive. Sorry, guys. I'm in the middle of a decision-making process right now. Just give me 1 second here. Let's see what it does. We'll just watch it a little longer there. Okay. Let's zoom out and look at some possibilities here on the large chart, guys. On the large chart, on the macro chart, guys. I don't, because we broke this low here, guys. The idea that I presented last week, that we could have had a finished correction. So I presented this idea that this was a finished correction. This was a one wave, and we were looking for a two wave to break this low and then pop up here. That's kind of looking out of place anymore. Okay, so that kind of idea is out the door. Once this low was broken, that invalidated that idea. Okay, so what now? What could we be looking at now? Well, this could be an ending diagonal. If that's the case, guys, that's the end of a wave. That is the end of something, and we are now in the middle of a a three-way pullback, or we are in the middle of just an impulse to the downside, guys. In other words, this could be possibly a market top. Now, nobody likes to hear that. Nobody wants to say that, but we're going to give you rational TA here, guys. In other words, we're going to tell you what I see in the chart. You can make the decision, okay? I'm gonna say what I see in the wave structure, and you can decide. But I'll point out RSI as well as the wave structure. But that being said, sorry guys, my mouth is pretty dry. With that being said here, excuse me, whoa, that's pretty it's bubbly, and it came out bubbly. Sorry you had to hear that. Woo, funny. Sorry, not funny. That's how I gain YouTube subscribers. All right, so anyway, that said, where was I? Okay, so this could be some kind of a diagonal here. I go back and forth on that. I see merit in it, and I don't. But I struggle to see any other wave structure other than that. So with that said, I kind of like that as the wave structure. It's a good potential. So if that's the case, that's the end of something. This is the end of maybe a third wave, or it could be the end of the bull run that we're going to have a more of a macro correction now, guys. So from a wave structure standpoint, so I can't say that with certainty. But when I pull the fibs, oops, sorry about that. Let's see. When I pull the fibs here on a move like this, 1-to-1 sitting right here at 4140, guys. We need to hold the 42K region here. We need to hold it. 42K to 4140. Bitcoin needs to hold that. Why? Because after that level, guys, we don't have any support until about 29 to 28K. Okay, we don't have any price support. In other words, if we break 42K or the 41K level, if we break that substantially, guys, we are going down much more deeply. Okay, we're going to be heading down much more strongly to the downside. So watch out for that. Watch the 42K range. Okay, where's that? The 42K is right here at the top of this wave, bottom of that wave right there. There's 41, 42 range right there. Okay, that's 41.4 ballpark. So 41.4, 41K maybe. I don't want to see it past that, guys. I really don't. We need to hold it. And right now, we're bouncing on it and we're holding it. It's a critical moment for Bitcoin. Bitcoin needs to, in the next overnight and into tomorrow, just start trending back to the upside. That's what it really needs to do. Now, I'll give you some encouragement that when I see Bitcoin, instead of reversing really fast from a level, but starting to trend slowly, it indicates more of maybe a long-term move. So that might be some some false encouragement for some of you. I don't know. I don't mean false encouragement, but I don't want to give anybody hope in a bear market if it's turning bear on us, guys. We need to be able to identify when potential market tops are here. Why? Because you don't want to be holding your bag all the way down to hope. You don't want hope causing you to just hold on to Bitcoin as it just falls back down to 20K. And you're like, why in the world didn't I sell when I had a chance at 45, or when I had a chance at 50, or when I had a chance at 65? What made you hold on to Bitcoin up here, guys? What made you hold on to that up here? Well, number one, you might not have known wave structure. Number two, you weren't watching my channel. Or number three, you're just greedy as anything. And you just think that you know where the market's going. Well, the fact of the matter is you don't know where the market's going, and neither do I. And as much as you say you know where the market's going, you don't know where the market's going. And the more you get in tune with that fact, the fact that you don't know anything, and I don't know anything, that the more you understand that and embrace that, you'll be able to trade this market unbiasedly. Okay, all we have are ideas where price may go. Okay, and we have evidence for why it might go there. But at the end of the day, we don't know where price is going with certainty. We only trade this market with probabilities, and that's what trading is all about. We just look for the higher probabilities, and we try to trade those setups with the highest probability we can. Okay, let me get another sip here. I don't know why I'm so dry here. Okay. So So with that said, the question mark is: are we going to get a bounce right where we are, or do we have more downside to go? Guys, it's looking pretty dumpy right now, and it is looking dumpy right now. Even like right at this minute, it's looking fairly dumpy on the small time frame. But at any moment, the buyers could come in. A lot of times, when it looks dumpy at the bleakest moment, for whatever reason, it finds support. The whales come in and they start buying the mess out of it, and they start driving price up, and then everybody else joins. And so we're trying to find out if this is an area where somebody's going to come in. Somebody's going to come in right here where we are on the chart, and we're going to find some support, or are we going to have more wave to the downside? This wave looks like it wants to fall over and just continue down to the downside. It totally looks like it's got more downside to go than it has gone. But we'll wait and see what the market's going to do right here. This is a pivotal moment for Ethereum, especially right here around the 1618 extension. But she's looking pretty dumpy right now for sure. Are we going to come down and just retag this bottom area and then head back up? That's a possibility as well that we might. Let me see here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we might just come back here, tag this bottom area, and then just bounce right back up. Shoot, we could bounce up right off this level here. There could be a bounce at any moment too. So I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to have to wait and see. Let me just look on the small time frame with Bitcoin here and see what that little wave action is doing there. Even the 1 minute time frame, see what it's doing. Yeah, I'm curious to see what happens here. I'd like to see a bounce right here. I'd like to see a boom just to start a big move up to the upside. That's what I would like to see, and that would be a nice maybe a reversal wave of one, and then a two, and then we'd be on our way for a third wave. Maybe that would be nice. Um, it could make its way back down here to retest this low. A lot of times they do it. A lot of time they retest the low, even break the low, and then they bounce up pretty substantially. I don't know how they're going to do it this time, but that's the way a lot of bottoms work. But if you're thinking if you particularly think that price is going back up at some point with some strength, guys, well, this is the area you want to be thinking about buying. Okay, we're right in the zone, guys, where you want to think about buying again for Bitcoin. If that's your mentality, this is a low risk, high probability area for a bounce, guys. We are reaching a level of critical support. There's going to be algorithms and whales that are very interested in holding this area. So it's not a bad area to think about a critical bounce here for Bitcoin. So it's not a bad idea to be thinking about buying. Now, I'm not telling you to buy. I'm not giving you a buy signal. You've got to have a risk reward strategy and trading criteria to enter into your own trades, guys. I can't tell you what to take, guys. But all I'm saying is that this is an area on the chart where you're thinking about potentially buying, potentially if you think Bitcoin's going back up. But we are at a critical zone as well. So the risky move says buy now and wait to see if you get a bounce. The safer move says wait and see if you get the bounce, but sometimes you don't get as good of an entry in. So and just because you get what you think is confirmation, it's not always a confirmation. It's not always the idea that price is now moving in my direction. It's confirmation. How many times have you seen price going in your direction and then boom, it just reverses on you? Happens all the time. So just because price is going your direction doesn't give quote unquote confirmation where price is headed. Anyway, so that being said, guys, you're going to have to manage your own risk and know how to trade yourselves to decide where you're going to enter or not. Very risky area, also very opportune area as well to be thinking about purchasing Bitcoin again for a bounce. But what's it going to do? I'm not here to tell you what it's going to do because I don't know. And the next guy on the next channel, he doesn't know either. Okay, and the guy on the other YouTube channel that you watch, he doesn't know either. Okay, the thing is, none of us know. All we can do is look at the chart, look at the fundamentals around it. We can look at different evidences and say what do we think the market environment is, and then make our trading decisions based upon what we're seeing. Okay, all right. So with that said. Let's zoom out here on Bitcoin. I'm just watching my Ethereum price here because I'm really looking for a nice entry. Uh, Sorry, guys. All right, so it's coming down pretty impulsively right now. That's what I'm looking at. This looks like an impulse. Just trying to get as much information as I can to you as quickly as I can on the small time frame. We know what's at stake at the large time frame. Basically, I just shared it with you on Bitcoin. That also makes sense for Ethereum as well. Right now, we're sitting at the one-to-one extension. We got a three-wave move. Here's the problem: I don't see a finished wave structure on the. I don't see a finished wave structure on this time frame that says we're probably finished. But I guess I could make the case either way. I could make the case either way. Excuse me. We're at a critical level here. We have a three-wave move at the one-to-one extension. I imagine we're going to come and break this low again one more time. Hopefully find support and we'll bounce up from there. We'll see if that happens or not. I can't say if it's going to happen or not. I was hoping this was going to be the bounce. I'm hoping this low holds. I was hoping this was going to be the bounce that we were looking for, a reversal wave to like a 1 and a 2, and then we get a reversal type wave off the bottom. But a lot of times, remember guys, what we get is we get a premature a, a premature reversal. We come and take out that low for play with it for a couple hours, and then we ride it up to the upside. So watch out. This is an area of entry. Of how do I say it? It's an area of interest for a long entry long. It's an area of interest for a long. Why? Because this is a three-wave shape here. This has come to the one-to-one extension. We have on the hourly chart, we have very strong. This is the 2-hour chart. We have very strong hidden bullish divergence. It could again, it could come down to this level. Shoot, it could get down to 31. It just all depends on what Bitcoin does, right? Bitcoin needs to hold this level if we're going to go long with Ethereum. Bitcoin needs to hold because right now Ethereum is losing its power against BTC. In other words, the ETH BTC chart is tanking. Right now it's going down. In other words, Bitcoin is moving more strongly than Ethereum is. Okay, so these levels need to hold if for there to be a bullish sentiment and another bounce to come, even if it's a bearish bounce that we bounce up, here another three waves to the upside, several $100 before we come down deeper. Okay, because that's another possibility that but Bitcoin needs to kind of hold the level that it's at and make some more progress back up to the upside. In other words, we've been correcting to the downside pretty strongly. That's a nice strong wave to the downside. We need this level to hold. Again, our bottom line is about 41K, 42K in that area. We really need that level to really hold. So what that means for Ethereum and its price and whether we get a bounce here or not in this level or not, I can't say. Like I said, it's looking like this is going to come down, even deeper. Break this low. Could come down to 31 to test 3,000 again. And make its way on down here. So that's a possibility. These levels down here are corrective fibs as well. We understand that. These are corrective fibs all the way down to the 1618, 28K, excuse me, 2800, I should say, not 28K, but 2800 is a corrective level as well. That we could see a three-wave move. Okay, if it gets beyond that 2800, guys, if Ethereum makes it beyond 2800, then we're looking a lot more bearish. That's a key level for that you want to watch. 2800 for Ethereum. If it gets down here and starts continuing down, and it gets past 2800 and stays down there for a bit and consolidates, that's scary news. Okay, that's scary news for Ethereum. We could be in for even deeper numbers. Okay, so watch out for that. Getting a hopeful bounce here, and let's see what we got going on here. A small time frame. I'm really interested in Ethereum. I trade Ethereum, so I'm watching this carefully here. I'd like to see this get some legs and continue up, but I don't have a lot of hope for this. I think this is going to come on down. most likely. But let's see. I'd like to see this get some legs and get on back up here. That'd be nice. I've been ignoring the chat, guys, just to get some TA out to you fast. Sorry about that, but it's the way it goes. All right, so to recap here, could be a market top, guys. I just know that's a possibility here. It could totally be a market top. We could be on our way down, correcting big time. Could be correcting with the Elon news that we had with Tether and it's I think it's what is it, the Tether thing that's coming out, the audit that's coming out. I think it's an audit if I remember right, that's coming out this week and just or next week, whatever. Just I don't know. What is it? Isn't there some kind of a consensus or something also happening now? I'm not up to date on all the fundamentals, guys. I don't pay a lot of attention to current events, but I do. I try to have them in the back of my mind. But anyway, those things may come into play in this conversation for sure. But anyway, just know that it could be at market time. Now, if this level holds, guys, we have a strong potential of going up for like a final wave to the upside. Okay, so if we can get this level to hold down here, okay, you know, even if it just wicks it and comes on up, we could go on up, hit that 80k, that 80k region, guys. We could go up and hit 80k to 90k if Bitcoin wants to. Okay. Now, I'm not saying it's going to. I'm not here to tell you yes or no it's going to happen. I'm simply saying that as long as this level can hold, we have a possibility of for the next wave getting on up to this level. Okay, which is why I'm interested, since that's a possibility, why I'm interested in looking long in this region, guys. When price drops like this, we don't get scared when everybody else is scared. We look and see if the market's giving us a discount. Okay, if the market's giving us a discount, then we need to take that discount, buy right now while prices are low, and let the market over the next couple of weeks push the price up, and that's where you make your money. Okay, so that's what you want to be thinking about. Okay, that's what you want to be thinking about. You should be thinking about buying in this region, not selling in this region. If you were thinking about selling, you should have already sold. You should have already sold a lot higher than where we are. You should not be thinking about selling right now, unless you believe in your heart of hearts that this is a market top and we're going to see lower numbers. Okay. But even then, guys, we usually get a dead cat bounce that'll retest the highs, or at least come back up. If this thing comes down more dramatically, it can come back up also pretty dramatically and retest 50 or 59 or 60k. We know that Bitcoin can bounce that high on retests. Okay, so this thing could come down like this and just retest like that back up before it has another wave to the downside. And that's often the shape of a market top, guys, just like that. Okay, I could take you back to 2017 and you could look at the market top there. I could take you to the market top in 2019 when we had the secondary pump there. Wherever we had tops and we had major corrections that followed, that's the shape what you see on your chart is what you see. Okay, so we understand that. So if you get a move like this, okay, that seems like it only goes up in three waves again, and it looks like it's about to break bearishly again. The hidden bearish divergence is on the daily chart or on the higher time frame charts, maybe 8 hour. Then you might consider selling and taking your profit. But if it looks like it's got power with impulsivity to that wave, then we can hold it for higher highs. But that's the question mark as the market moves in that direction. Okay. All right. I've been ignoring you guys long enough. Let me think. Is there anything else I wanted to talk about? I guess the only other thing to talk about is that we're getting looking at ADA, guys. We got a pretty it's bouncing again, but had a pretty strong move to the downside earlier at ADA. ETH BTC was heading down pretty strongly as well, looking like we're getting a little bit of a hesitation right now. It could be an intermediate bounce before it continues down. It might go sideways and up a little bit over the next day, night or something like that tonight. Maybe dump tomorrow morning. Who knows what it's going to do? But we might get some intermediate bouncy bounce right here, or it could be reversal type area. I'm not holding my breath for the reversal here. On Ethereum, you can see that we have kind of a three-wave shape right here. Came to the 1618, didn't really finish an impulse wave. and then we're looking pretty impulsive to the downside right now. So I don't know. I'd really like to see us get some legs to the upside right now. That would be my desire, because I'm ready to go long in Ethereum. I'd like to see Bitcoin bounce, but I'm not sure if it's going to bounce right now or not. See what you guys have to say here in the chat. Let me pull it up here. Johnny English, just say it down. We're going down. Uh, is bear season here? I don't know. I don't know. It's yet to see. We got to see if this level holds or not. Unknown name. That to the chopper. It's going down. Paul Esper says. What time in the USA right now? It's 8:30 p.m. right now. Mr. Flu Flustrat. Um, Not necessarily. It's been holding for a corrective wave, Mr. Killashade, but it's not. It's got a we're looking pretty impulsive to the downside right now, on this particular wave that we're in, on the small time frame. When we look at this is a pretty impulsive type looking waves. And so unless this if this wave starts reversing and we start get some impulse to the upside, that'd be great. That'd be a good sign. We need to see that, okay? And otherwise, if this continues to the downside, we're going to break this low and come on down even further, maybe down to 42K. So this wave right here, we're in the balance right now. It's a critical moment for ETH and BTC, really, at this very time, whether we go up or down from here. So it really is a critical moment. So please no requests for any other charts right now. I'm not gonna entertain them at all. Don't waste your time and spam the chat. I'm just seeing if there's any questions or comments about what I've already shared. Okay. Um, Yeah, Gmax. I'm not the guy you're going to come to for time projections. I don't project time at all ever. There's a good channel for that, Crypto Elliott Wave. You want to check him out. He deals with time. Adam's a friend of mine. He deals with time. You might check his channel out. But again, he has a time analysis that's kind of based on GAN theory, and some of his own studies. So you can check his channel out. It's pretty out of the box and pretty cool to think about and watch. So, but anyway, we've been friends for years, and I encouraged him to start his YouTube channel. And so yeah, go check his channel out. He's good on time. I'm not going to be the guy that's going to tell you what price is going to be by the end of the year. In fact, nobody knows that, man. Any price predictions and what anybody thinks, I know people like to sip coffee and talk about that, but at the end of the day, nobody really knows. And to me, that's a futile engagement. It's a waste of your time and energy, to be honest with you. Nobody really knows where it's going. So the next target to the upside, if it goes up, I'm looking for 75 to 80K. That's where I'd be looking, and I would be looking for June to be the end of a bull run. If so, May, June, this time period, we're on our last leg. So maybe we get one more push to the high, up to 80K or something. It might spike up to 90 or 100. Who knows if we get some power to the upside. But if it does, then that might be the last push, the last bull run, and then it's going to really start crapping. It's guys. I y'all may think I'm super stupid or silly, but I see 20K Bitcoin in the future. I'm just saying, I see a 20K Bitcoin in the future. I've made that case in prior lives and prior videos. I'm just saying to you that in my view of the market, there's a 20K Bitcoin in the future. It's coming. Hey, yeah, Paul, you're welcome. And yeah, Mr. Killashay, yeah, I hope we get the bounce. Then I hope we get that bounce. Bitcoin is dead. Lopez Lopez Usin one. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to say I don't know how to say your name, but anyway, Zeus Lope Zeus. I don't know how to say it. Anyway, yeah, I would just say Bitcoin could be dead, might be dead. Here's the reason I think it's dead. I'd love to have a little bit of humility behind that and say, maybe with a maybe behind it, because that's the way we all need to be with our opinions. We hold very loosely to our opinions because we don't know what the market's going to do. Um, yeah, Johnny, 30K. It's heading there again. Whether it goes up to 80K first and then 30, why not? Rens, 10K is possible. Why not? But there's good support at 20K. So we'll see that, or at least some support there. Then support at 13K, pretty strong support at 13, 14K there. So, but I would say, yeah, why not? Why couldn't price get there again? Chuck, generally speaking, when Bitcoin corrects and the dominance is increasing, all the other coins are gonna correct even deeper than Bitcoin will, unless something happens differently in this market. Mr. Shade, if Bitcoin does go to 20K, will another coin take its place? Yeah, guys, what you got to understand is that our Federal Reserve bank already has the digital dollar. It's already in existence. They're just waiting to get the bugs out of it and to wait for mass acceptance, right? So I believe that this pump in Bitcoin has been part of getting the public engaged with the idea of a digital currency. That digital currency can have value and a lot of value, right? And so basically, I think Bitcoin was stage one, and hey, let's get the public on board with the idea of digital currency, right? Now remember, digital currency, Bitcoin has no value whatsoever. It's completely created value. It's man-made value. It's human perceptive value. It's risk speculation value. It's all kinds of there's no inherent value in it. It's a nothing burger. It's a really not a thing, right? And so the fact that digital currency and you and I are buying it with your hard-earned money, it's pretty interesting, right? Because we're spending and making money and losing money in this market based on speculation, based on what we think. Hold on one second, guys. I'm getting to move back to the downside now. I need to address here. Hold on one second. Bummer. Anyway, it really has no value, right? So is what I was saying. But I think our government is. I think the government is probably behind Bitcoin and pushing. The Fed is probably pumping Bitcoin with Tether, and it's starting with ETH. ETH is bringing the Tether into the market and being basically laundered into the Bitcoin market to just pump price, pump price. Right? Why? So it gives it a value, gives it a and the more mass adoption there is to Bitcoin, the more people experience the power of its wealth giving power, so to speak, and it's giving certain people and many people real wealth right now, right? With dollars and things like that as they sell the Bitcoin to get cash, right? But that being said, so as people get accustomed to the idea of a digital currency, they're going to roll out the digital dollar, and people will accept it, right? And they're going to make it available, maybe somehow. 2 to 1 on the dollar or something like that. Who knows how it's going to be rolled out? But we know that China has a digital yuan, and they're going to be rolling it out uh, uh, during the Olympic Games. They're going to be giving it away for people to use. And so, yeah, the digital currencies of tomorrow are going to be created by central banks. And so they're going to still control the world. And this has been the plan. Guys, if y'all have never seen the Economist, um, magazine from 1980 something, where it had basically the phoenix standing on a pile of burning currencies, right? Had a medallion around its neck, and the title says "Get ready for a one world currency." Well, guys, the year 2018 was on that on that coin around his neck. Okay, the new currency around his neck. And so the one world currency was born kind of in 2018, probably after the 2017 run up to 20K. That's when Bitcoin really took off, right? So maybe that's, and so around the year 2018 was the plan, and you can see how the plan has been in effect and been working ever so wonderfully. So yeah, what's gonna if Bitcoin goes down, what's gonna take its place? The digital dollar and the digital yuan. Most likely, that's my opinion. Again, not financial advice, just what I think is going to happen. Okay. So good question there. Um, wow, lots of talk in there. Lots of questions. Ideal Mosin, yeah, 20K in the cards. Yeah, probably. We're not certain of another parabolic run. Just make sure you have that in your mind, Ideal. That or Mr. Ideal, whatever your, I don't know, first name or last name first. Um, I'm glad to hear that, Paul. That you're learning Elliott Wave. I learned from other guys on YouTube as well. Uh, I got my start through what's his face. Um, uh, Not Trade Devils, but they were also part of my learning. Trade Devils channel was watching Sam there, and then what's his name? Philicone. He introduced me back in 2017 to Elliott Wave, so I was really thankful for that. So that's kind of cool. All right. Yeah, Peter. Yeah, it has a limited supply, right? But what is it a supply of? Hey, if I told you guys, hey guys, listen, we have a limited supply of a pile of manure. I got a very limited supply here. I mean, unless there's demand for manure, which you might make the case for it, there's not going to be a lot of people jumping on that boat there. So be careful there with that analogy. Yeah, limited supply. I think that's right, and that's in the design of it. But again, um, you know. Let's see. Da-da-da. Uh, Noob Fi, I would say that it probably will have more control being digital, more control, but I could be wrong on that. Let's see. I'm just reading the chat, guys. Kashant Samaru, if we hit 41 and that level doesn't hold, man, it's game off. 28K is coming, and then 20K after that. Elias, this is a video of those thoughts. This is being recorded. What's up, buddy? By the way, what time zone are we to follow for these daily and weekly closes? Well, the daily closed an hour and 43 minutes ago. Just so you know, the new daily candle started. It closed and started an hour and 43 minutes ago, whatever that is. Okay, Peter, you're right about that, buddy. Hey, Luciano. Hey, appreciate that. Appreciate that point of view. Just make sure you keep some humility with your thoughts, because you don't know just as I don't know. Nobody knows. We're just talking about what we think. Okay. So let's just have a little humility in the way you present your position. Okay. Let's see, Virginia. I don't believe that. I think they have more power than you give them credit to. But I hope I hope you're right and I'm wrong. Yeah, Luciano. Yeah, BTC always has a pullback, sure, and deep pullbacks. But here's the deal, man. Here's the deal. When's the pullback that we're going to get? From when it hit from 20K to 3.9K, right? So what's the Elon buy zone, Gmax? I don't know what the Elon buy zone is. If you want to let me know, let me know. I don't do Wyckoff for Kimo Sabi's pretty good with. He's my buddy here and he's my moderator. He does Wyckoff. I know a little bit about Wyckoff through him, but I'm not a Wyckoff professional, man. So um, looks like they're wiping out the hidden bullish divergence that was on the smaller time frames by this move right here. We'll see. We'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 could be a three wave. It's deep for three waves. It's too deep, too deep, too deep. Guys, I'm just checking out a trade I'm in here. Hold on a second. Trade I want to be in. eh. ETH is just not giving me the warm fuzzies right now. It's a really, really good entry zone right now, though. Because you stop. It's not even under here. You can give a little bit of room and it'd be all right. But I don't know that we're going to get a bounce here. Let me look on the 10-minute here. We just haven't bounced. We got hidden bear divergence. Dang it. I just wasn't satisfied with the hidden divergence that I was seeing, or that sorry, excuse me, I wasn't satisfied with the bounce that this we got on the 10-minute chart. I was expecting more of a move to the upside. So we had divergence there, bounce, bounce. It might head up right here. We're looking very similar to this right here. It's just coming down stronger right here. Maybe we'll get a bounce here. I don't know though. I don't know. If it's going to bounce, it needs to bounce right here. I fired a bullet a little higher up. I was a little early. I expected maybe a more bullish move, but we got a more bearish move. So all right, guys. Let me do some TA on some other coins here, and I'm going to keep an eye on Ethereum here. Again, looking for a potential bounce in this range, but it could be just coming on down deeper. But I was hoping for a tradable bounce here, but doesn't look like we're going to get a tradable three wave here. Tradable three wave, guys. If just so you know what I'm talking about, something like this right there, where we get another move to the upside. That's a tradable move right there. Okay. Right here, trade that move there. We got boom, boom. Trade that to the upside. You get the idea. The other night we nailed this entry right there on Ethereum. The other night, was it there? Actually, nope, nope. It was right here. I'm trying to think where was I? Oh, this is Bitcoin. I was like, why is it looking different? That was in Ethereum. That's why. Yeah, there we go. That looks a lot better. There we go. We hit the Ethereum short right there on that pullback right there. And that was a nice entry for us to come down. And I've been in and out. I took some profit and been in and out through all that. Different setups. And I'm hoping, like I said, for a bullish setup right now. I'm hoping that this starts to take off to the upside and gives me a third wave, something like that. All right, guys. Let's take a peek at XRP now, and I'm going to just run through ADA, XRP, DOT, just some other alts here, and then if I have time, I'll take some requests here. Okay. So, ADA, guys, to be honest with you, has been a crap chart. Okay. There's really no structure here. $2 was my target. I was targeting about $2, maybe $2.10 at the most. It always exceeds where I think it looks like it made it up to about 242. Does it have more in the tank? Well, if Bitcoin bounces here, yes, it does. If Bitcoin bounces here, ADA's got a lot more in the tank. Okay, so it all depends. Are we going to get a bullish bounce right now, which is what I'm pulling for, or are we going to get a bearish bounce? But right now, I mean, guys, I mean, if this goes up impulsively here, we're looking at above $3, maybe even $4.50 is a potential target for ADA. If, mind you, if this is some kind of a 1-2, okay, that would be 3, 4, 5, something like that, or even 3 could be get up here, pretty deep. So that's the bullish view of ADA right there, guys. That's a bullish view. Now the bearish view of ADA says that we have already hit the 1-to-1 extension. The most we're going to come up is about 265 to 285, somewhere right there, and then we're going to get another wave to the downside. It's on its way back down to lower lows, or back down to this region here. Okay, that this was just a corrective wave that is now, well, not a corrective wave, but maybe a finished bull move. But yeah, it may not be finished. So this could be a finished bull move with an extended fifth, and it's done. And now it's going to come back for 3 waves maybe, and come back and retest this zone right back here before it goes. And that's going to take the rest of the year to correct. Or we've got like $4 or $5 it's heading up to. And I can't say what's going to happen, but it's already exceeded my expectations. Looking on the 3-day chart, there's major bearish divergence right here. There's bearish divergence to pay attention to on the 3-day chart. So we're going to get a correction nonetheless. Now, if that corrects the 3-day chart in such a way over the next several months, weeks and months, that brings it down and then gives you another push up, great. That's very, very healthy. But if it just I would not expect ADA just to go straight up from here. But who's to say I'm right on that? I could totally be wrong on that. But the 3-day chart is showing bearish divergence. Okay. Hard to tell off a 3-day though. There might be plenty more upside to go. So anyway, if this gets more impulsive, guys, you guys heard the targets. Looking on ADA, if it's bullish, looking past $3.32, guys, all the way up to 482. Okay, 332 would be a temporary next stop, and then 482 to follow. And those are the ideas that I would have, you know, on ADA. Okay, so that's the bullish view. The bearish view says, hey, if Bitcoin tanks, so is ADA tanking. So it also just depends on what Bitcoin does. Okay, if Bitcoin finds support in this range, then ADA is going to find support, and on its way up we go. If Bitcoin can't find support in this range, then see you later. Sayonara. Good day to you, ADA. You're coming down with Bitcoin. Okay. Now again, Ethereum's in the same boat. If Ethereum can't find support here with Bitcoin, if Bitcoin can't find support, Ethereum is also going to have a hard time with this range. Three. Okay, get some legs. Get on up. Okay, there's ADA. Let's look at XRP, see what that's doing. XRP. Daily chart. Got some hidden bull divergence on the daily chart, guys. Hidden bull on the daily, but that doesn't mean it's finished playing out. In other words, the daily could still come down. There's lots of room for the daily to come on down, and that hidden bull to just still be created. Okay, that could still come down here, retest this low right there. Okay, we've already tested it once. Okay, we may be finished. The correction may be done. This may be heading on up bullishly from here. It all depends on what Bitcoin does, right? All depends on what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin holds, then that's good. If Bitcoin can't hold, then don't look for XRP to hold either. Right now, this looks like it's a very strong potential one wave with a two wave reversal, and then maybe now we're getting ready to have another reversal to the upside for XRP over the next couple of days. That may be the state of affairs for Bitcoin as well. But I'm not holding my breath. Not holding my breath, because what we could have here is an impulse to the downside, a three-way back, and then we could be impulsing to the downside again. That's the bullet. That's the bearish look at XRP. We're going to come back down to this region here, all the way back down here, guys. Very strong potential. Okay, or the bullishly, this is a 1-2, and we're looking. So if we get up here beyond this top at $1.80, that's going to be very, very good for XRP. But if we fall below, if we start impulsing down here, we're going to watch this level down here, see if we break it. If it comes down, it might be coming down bearishly, like here, back down to the 40 cent region. So watch out for that as well. Let me take a peek at Ethereum here. Just not giving me the impulse I want to see. Just not giving it to me. All right. Well, I'd like to see some kind of impulse like that right here, right at this level. Let's see it. If you're going to give it to me, now's your time. Ethereum, now's the chance. If you're going to give it to me now's the time. Impulse. Impulse, baby. Got to cheer it on, guys. What you gonna do? Let's go and break this top here and get on back up. Make a new high. That would be extremely nice. I'm not holding my breath for that, though, guys. Kind of looking for that. Yeah, there it goes. Not holding my breath for that. It needs to get moving if it's going to do it. Give me a minute, guys. I want to watch this for a second. So XRP, it's right in the middle, guys. I can't tell you where it's headed. But like I said, there's the RSI. Let's see, what's the RSI doing on XRP? There's some hidden bullish divergence on the 1 hour chart, but it's the kind of divergence that doesn't get me excited because it could get wiped out easily. Okay, so that's XRP. Let's look at I don't know, EOS. Hope you didn't get faked out by that big old candle. Looks like a big old fake out candle. EOS chart sucks. There's no structure here that's very nice at all. Come on, baby. Come on, ETH. Pump it. Pump up the candle. Pump it up. Come on, my fine crypto currency trading asset. You need to go to the upside because down is not so good. Come on. Get to the chopper. Don't go down. Come on. All right. Sorry, guys. Just had to pull out my Arnold and my Christopher Walken. Yeah, EOS. What's it doing? It looks like it's three-wave into the downside. But, in these circumstances, a lot of times it doesn't give you the one-to-one at all. So the one-to-one's down here at 650, 652. So if BTC tanks, guys, that's where EOS is going. Okay, BTC tanks. I mean, EOS is coming down here, 650, $5, back down to these regions here. Now, if BTC can find some support where it is, I can see this coming up to retest this area, maybe as a three-wave move, maybe as an impulse. I'm not sure, but BTC can find some support and start working its way up. Then I think EOS can make some ground as well. But there's plenty of room to the downside on the 4-hour chart for EOS. Not looking great, guys. It's not looking good. The market does not look bullish right now, to be honest with you. That's why I said in the title, BTC has to hold. It's all going to depend on BTC, guys. It really is. All of my what do you call it? My analysis is going to hinge on, really, to be honest with you, on what BTC does right in this level. Okay, 41K really needs to hold. If it doesn't hold, then bye crypto charts. Now, I think this area is going to hold for a dead cat bounce at minimum. Okay, that's why I'm kind of looking for a long in ETH, but I might be a little premature in my long. The ETH long may not be ready until about 32. So, about 32K. So this isn't looking good at all, to be honest with you. For a bounce, it had its chance. It's pretty much shot. I don't think BTC or ETH are going to bounce from this level. It's not looking good. It's looking very, very bearish. This looks like a bearish consolidation here, unless one big candle changes it all. But it's just not looking great. I just need to see a big old move up like this start happening like now, but it's not looking right for that. I think it's looking ripe for down, to be honest with you. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Anybody else having a hard time with on the Bybit exchange? It's lagging for me today. Really is lagging. Okay, good deal. All right, I've been ignoring the chat for a bit, but that's all right. Let me handle a couple more of commonly requested ones. Let's look at the OMG real fast. OMG, same thing as Guys, they're all going to be the same. They're all going to be the same. They could go up, could go down right now, could go up or down. If they go down, they need to find some support, and then for a bounce up. If BTC finds support right where it is, then we're primed for a bounce right now in this range, right? So right in the current range, we're primed for a bounce. I'd like to see BTC find some support here and go on up, but I'm just not. I'm not feeling it right now at this moment. That doesn't mean that this can't roll over and continue down and find support a little lower and then make a move to the upside. It just means that right now off this wave, I don't think we're going to get the bounce that I'm hoping for. I don't think it's going to come on this wave. I think it's going to be on a subsequent wave, but it needs to hold, right? But if BTC tanks down to these regions here, so is OMG. OMG is going to fall as well. So really, guys, really, y'all can request anything, and I'm just going to say all eyes really need to be on BTC. You need to watch the price there, what BTC is doing. Trade your alts based on what you see BTC doing, okay? Because they're going to pump. They're going to pump, generally speaking, and do what BTC is doing. All right. A lot of people like BNB as well. Yeah, BNB is looking. BNB has some bearish sentiment here in the 8-hour chart. It's got some bearish. I said bearish. I meant bullish. It's got some bullish ideas down here. I got a 3-wave right here on the RSI. I have hidden bull divergence right there. Boom, boom. But there's room for this to come down and tag the oversold. I'd like to see it get down to 30. Maybe down here again before we have another move to the upside. But this is looking. Oh, come on. This is looking fairly corrective here. Looks like it might have some more down to go before up. So let's see, guys. There may be a little bit more down for this market. Okay, with Bitcoin, with all of them, there might be a little bit more down. Just another level or two down. Again, 41K, 42K in that ballpark right there, and then we want to see support, and then an up wave. That's what we want to see. If not, if we don't see that, then it's scary times for Bitcoin. Watching 28K, watching 20K eventually. So be careful. Theta. Let's see what Theta is looking like. Same. Guys, they're all the same. Every one of these is the same. We're right in the limbo here. Looks like we're going down more. Could find some support and have an upward move right here. Boom, like this. Before down. There's all kinds of things that can happen here. There's nothing here from a structure standpoint that's saying anything. And the RSI is in no man's land. We're right in the middle of a decision has to be made by this market, guys. Right where we are. It's such a critical moment in the market right now. So it's such a big deal. Every chart's telling the same story. So, guys, I tell you what, I'm going to look at Doge here. Same thing, same story. This thing could go up bullishly and then come down like bearishly like that. Okay, or this thing could just come down bearishly like this, and we have a big old correction like that. There's any number of structures that can happen right here. So there's nothing in the RSI saying up or down, except we do have bearish divergence. Oh, come on. Right here between that peak and that peak. That's why you got this down move. And now with this down move, you got a little bit of a hidden bullish divergence right there. That's hidden bull. So there's a little bit of bullishness on the chart, but we have so much room for this to turn over and just fall over and fall down to the next price zone. It's unreal. So, guys, the market's up or down. There's no real evidence here on any of these charts where they're going. There's no, this is an area to consider buying right here because this could be a 3-wave move back, and then that's the bullish view that we go up from here or from this range. Okay, so right now, that's what I was saying earlier, that right now is the area you start to think about in Bitcoin that of finding support and maybe taking it to the upside. Okay. Again, when the market's fearful and the market's going down, that's when you want to be thinking about taking the discount and taking a buy. Okay, but here's the problem: we have not hit the 1-to-1. The 1-to-1 down here is at 41,400. That's a nice support region. It's right confluent with the top of this wave, bottom of this wave. I wouldn't mind to see price going down there, but we are bouncing on the 786, and we have been very many times bouncing on the 786 for Bitcoin. So that's why I'm saying we could be seeing a bounce in this region anytime. So we could scoot down to the 41K, or we could bounce from here. or we could scoot down, bounce a little bit off the 41K, and then continue down. If it's very, very bearish sentiment in the market. So right now we're at a critical zone, critical timeline. There is bullishness on the RSI to some degree on the higher time frames. On the daily, there is hidden bull, but it's nothing to write home about. But it is there. There is hidden bull on the daily chart. Um, there is some potential bullish divergence down here. We didn't quite make it to the 30 to the oversold, so that might indicate we have a little bit more downside. Now on the weekly, one might make a case we have a potential wedge here. Okay, which usually gets broken out. It needs to break out to the upside, but it needs to start breaking over the next week or two. So we have to wait and see. That's why we're in the moment. Where this is the moment. This is the time where you should be thinking about potentially buying Bitcoin for a bounce to the upside before it really, really tanks. We might be bouncing for the rest of the month, even for the next couple of weeks. We might bounce to the upside. I think a bounce is coming. We're reaching levels that we should see a bounce. We usually do see a bounce. I would be inclined to say we'd see a bounce before we'd see a tank or a fall through those levels. We tend to bounce on those levels, but I can't tell you with certainty what's going to happen. With that said, that's all I have to present to you tonight. I am not going to take chart requests for any more crypto because they're all the same, and I'll be wearing myself out. It's all going to be the same TA, guys. Take the TA that I've given up to this point and just apply it. Okay, just apply it to the rest of the market now. Okay, that's about the best I can do for you. For now. So anyway, we are looking in this region for a bounce, but who knows if it's going to come or not. All right, let me take a peek at your comments, and I'll spend the rest of the time just kind of chatting with you, and then we'll call it a night here. Okay? All right, let's see here. Lots of commenting here, guys. That's awesome. There's 143 of you here. That's nice to see you guys here. Awesome. We'll see, Mr. Killer Shake, if Asia's waking up and buying. We'll see. Oh, man, I'm not caught up. Hey, Gary, good to see you. Sorry, I forgot it was Sunday, man. Hey, G Max, thanks for the prosperity wish. I appreciate it. I just want to feed my family. That's all. That's really all. But thanks for the well wishes. Appreciate that. I'm just kind of scanning the comments here, guys. You guys have been at it here. Johnny English asked a question that was good. Jim, one question: has going full time been what you expected? Been what I expected? Yeah, yeah. But I'm really more of a I'm running the Discord. I'm trading a lot too. There's no doubt about it. But and I'm having to hone my trading strategy for sure because greed got in the way for a while, and I'm having to deal with the emotion greed. So good, really really good question. I really like it. I really do like trading full time, and I I really enjoy it. So yes, I'm trying to be a little bit more patient in the trades that I take. I don't want to over trade, and I'm trying to take one good trade a day if I can. I'm a day trader, so I'm trying to take one good trade rather than multiple trades over and over and over. I tend to over trade a little bit, so I've been working on that in my own psychology as well. So been fine tuning my psychology. So yeah, great question there. Sleep normal again. I don't know. Crypto market doesn't sleep. That's why the forex is a great market to trade. Check out my buddy Trading Shapes. He spends a lot of time trading the forex. Check out his. That's my buddy Wax. Check out his YouTube channel. Okay. Let's see. I'm behind in the chat, so I'm bear with me for a minute. Kimosabi is not a triangle. Ta-da! Uh, let's see, Khalid. Let's check your chart out. I'll see if I can pull it up here. Ah, yeah, maybe. Why not? Yeah, we're reaching an area that I would expect to get a bounce. Yeah, yep. That's why I'm thinking long. So yeah, that's a potential for sure. Why not? I don't think it'll be over then though. Expect more up and then more down probably. Maybe. So yeah. Hmm. I have another count too. That we count this as a W here, and then X there, and then a Y there. Similar, but a little different. Looks like ETH is getting a little bit of a turnaround. Come on, baby. We got hidden bearish divergence here on the 1 minute, 2 minute chart. So yeah, that looks good, Khalid. That looks really good. All right, Brian. I'll check out Hex. Just give me a minute, okay? All right, Rivers, Jim. Thanks for that gift, buddy. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm drinking. This is not soda. This is sparkling water here, bubbly. Hey, Pola, HM, Polash, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Really great to see you, buddy. Oh, kidney stones suck, man. Ah, Wind Moon. Hey Rob, you're welcome, buddy. You're welcome. Yeah, we need to see some impulsivity coming, baby, right here. Needs to get impulsive. Not red. We need to see green. Green candles. All right, let's check out. Let's see. Let's check out Hex. What was it? Hex against BTC. USDC. Okay. Yeah, it's the same, man. It's the same. I mean, this is the same as the Bitcoin pump. Pretty much, this is the same type of correction. It's just smaller time frames. Um, we're right in the middle of a correction that it could go up, it could go down. In other words, this thing could this could be 1, 2, and on our way up for higher highs. That's a possibility. Okay, or this could be a a complex correction like that. Okay, where you get the three-wave move up here and then down here, and that would be boom, boom, boom like that. So there's any number of things, and so really we're right in this middle zone here. Where I can't tell you where it's going. It looks like it wants to go up here and maybe create a three-wave move, and if that does that, then watch out for that. Okay, but there's really no price history either to speak of to really this just looks just straight up, and there's just generally when crap coins do that after they've reached whenever their pinnacle, they start working their way down, and it'll basically look like this. It'll come back down to that region right here. So watch out for that. That would be my guess for that chart. To be honest with you, I know that's probably not what you wanted to hear, but that's probably what I expect. Oh, Johnny, thanks for that. Appreciate that kind word. Rip easy. It's basically I fire a percentage. I fire one, usually one half to one third of my position size, and I never have a position um, bigger than half of my account. Um, if you are not a good trader, then you should never have a position bigger than 20% of your account. That means you should have 80% of your money not being tied up in margin. If you're trading bigger than that, you're really over risking yourself, and you're going to lose big time. Yeah, man, Brian, no problem, bud. Okay, Gary asked me for a couple of them, and he's in our group. Nano and Matic. I'll just go ahead and do those real quick. Gary, are you still here, Gary? Oh, nice, man. Glad you are, Brian. Thanks, buddy. Brian, make sure you can request any chart anytime, man. Just let me know, and I'll get you a chart anytime you want it. You're in the Discord, so Okay, Gary, you're still here. Okay, let's do Nano and Matic, and then we're done. I mean, it's what I said basically applies from Bitcoin. We're in a zone where if Bitcoin holds, the market's going up. If Bitcoin doesn't hold, then the market's going to be tanking. So we just understand that. Okay, so we got to wait and see if Bitcoin's going to hold this level or not. 41, 42K. So let's watch that. So that's really the TA, guys. And I just every chart's going to be the same. Okay, every chart. So we got this bearish divergence here, likely to maybe come on down. If we find support on this trend line here, maybe it can go up again. But my take is, I don't looking at this structure right here. It looks toppy. Looks like it wants to come down to me. But that's where I am on Nano. Nano doesn't look great to me. Matic. Matic looks a little bit better. Um, we have this formation here on the RSI. Watch it. If it breaks to the downside, watch the downward move. If it breaks to the upside, then obviously watch for the upward move. So that's going to tell the tale. That's a three-way move to the upside with continuation to the downside, guys. I don't like that for Ethereum at all. It doesn't. That's not boding well for Ethereum at all. So I'm having such a hard time though with my Bybit. Yep, not looking good at all. All right, Matic. Yeah, just watch that. I watch that on the 4 hours. See if you get a bounce right here off this back up with a little upside movement, and then if it breaks to the downside, then watch that to the downside. Sorry about that. I'm kind of divided here. I'm trading and doing this at the same time. Well, guys, got to run. That's all I can do tonight. I got some things I got to do. I want to get trading here as well. I'm monitoring a trade that I'm in. So you guys have a fantastic evening. Thanks for joining me on Sunday night. Hope you guys have enjoyed Sunday night charts. You guys have a fantastic, fantastic evening. Sorry I didn't get to everybody's chart, but guys, all the TA is resting on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin holds a 41K level, watch for a bounce here, and you can go long in a lot of other assets. Okay, and if Bitcoin doesn't hold here, guys, watch out, guys. There's more bear market to come. So that's the TA. That's basically what we're looking for. With that said, be safe, be well, guys. Love you guys, and we'll see you later. Have a great night.